Principle 1. Eat clean foods. Clean foods are primarily natural, whole, raw, or organic, foods that the body can effectively digest and use for energy without leaving excess waste or toxins in the body. Excess waste in the body ends up in the colon. Where is the colon? In the belly area. We want to get rid of waste in the gut that's making the belly bigger. Buy organic whenever possible. Organic foods don't have chemical preservatives, food additives, hormones, pesticides, and antibiotics. Fresh organic foods are far less toxic than highly processed and packaged foods and leave less residue and waste in the body. If you can't afford organic fruits and vegetables, wash off the pesticides and waxes as best you can. Waxes are pretty difficult to remove. In fact, they usually can't be removed by simply washing them. You need to purchase special cleansers from health food stores. Be sure to rinse the produce after you scrub off the wax. You can also reduce the toxic content of fruits and vegetables by soaking and scrubbing them in a tub of 10% white vinegar and then washing them off with water. Principle number 2. Eat protein with every meal. Eat protein with every meal, and eat it first before the carbohydrates or fats. You can also eat protein by itself. Eating protein does not cause insulin spikes, so it prevents that extra fat from being stored in the body. Protein sources include lean meats, fish, chicken, turkey, eggs, and beans. Principle number 3. Always balance carbohydrates with protein. Whenever you eat a carbohydrate, eat some protein along with it. Examples of some healthy carbohydrates include fruit, vegetables, whole grains, beans, nuts, and seeds. As a general guideline, the protein should be about half the amount of the carbohydrates. For example, if you have 30 grams of carbohydrates, then eat about 15 grams of protein along with it to prevent insulin spikes that cause excess fat to be stored in the body. You can use food labels to determine how much carbs and protein are in food. Principle number 4. Limit your intake of red meat to 2 to 3 times per week. Most red meat contains a lot of saturated fat, so try to limit your intake to 2 or 3 times a week. I told you earlier how to pick lean red meat when you're grocery shopping, but until you really understand how to do that, it's best to just limit the amount of red meat to just 2, max 3 times per week. Instead, eat more lean protein from fish, chicken, and other sources, such as eggs, brown rice, beans, and nuts, which contain good essential fats. Principle number 5. Eat every 3 to 4 hours. A lot of people diet by eating only once or twice a day, but this is a big mistake. Eating so infrequently significantly slows metabolism and makes it harder for the body to burn belly fat. To burn fat, you should try to eat every 3 to 4 hours and think in terms of 3 meals and 2 healthy snacks per day. So this is good news. It is important to eat more frequently to burn belly fat. Now why is that? Every time you eat, you have to burn calories to digest your food. Eating increases your metabolic rate, allowing you to burn fat all day. When you eat only once or twice a day, your body gets a signal telling it that it is food deprived, causing the body to respond by slowing the metabolic rate and holding on to existing fat reserves to prepare for food scarcity. To get the best results, commit to at least 30 days of removing and adding the foods listed in this chapter. Once you reach your goal and eliminate excess belly fat, having the occasional fat belly food won't be too detrimental. It's eating them on a regular basis that causes persistent belly fat. If you need help with food choices and recipes, refer to the 7-day meal plan and the 50 Lose the Belly recipes provided in the appendices at the back of this book.